In the heart of the UFC's storied history lies a chapter defined by unparalleled dominance, unyielding spirit, and unmatchable talent. And at the forefront of this narrative stands a man whose journey transcends mere victories, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Born and bred in the rugged landscapes of Dagestan, you could say he was always meant to be a fighter. Khabib's father, Abdulmanap, was a military veteran, former judoka and combat sports coach himself. Abdulmanap would go on to be inducted into the Russian Book of Records as the most successful Sambo coach in the country during September 2019. Wasting no time, the Eagle was training wrestling at age 8 and was wrestling bears at just the age of 9. He would train twice, even occasionally 3 times per day for a total of 4 to 5 hours, and would do this at least 6 times a week. It was clear that Abdulmanap had big dreams for Khabib, along with the other Dagestani children he was training, some of which making it to the UFC. Khabib would suffer one defeat in combat sports, in a Russian Sambo final opposite Nurmagomedov, bursting into tears shortly after the defeat. This was the only time he would lose in his fighting career. He would win fight after fight in his home country of Russia, and would debut in the UFC against Kamal Shalaris, who he defeated in the 3rd round by rear naked choke. Though, he would then have some trouble. Khabib ran into Gleison Tibau and definitely did not dominate. He landed fewer strikes, did not land a single takedown, actually got taken down himself, though won a controversial unanimous decision. From there, he would face 8 opponents, those of which who were notable included Edson Barboza, Rafael dos Anjos, Michael Johnson and Al Iaquinta, and would also have a fight with Tony Ferguson cancelled 5 times. He would then fight the most anticipated fight of his career, and the biggest fight in the entirety of UFC history. He would now face simultaneous 2-weight world champion Conor McGregor. The build-up to his fight with the Notorious was colossal. The Irishman would throw a trolley at a bus Khabib was seated on when he was set to face Al Iaquinta. Nurmagomedov was disrespected on way too many levels, and too much more. But, eventually it was the 6th of October, 2018. It was time for Conor McGregor to walk the walk, and for the Eagle to humble the UFC's biggest star. While Khabib was pressured on the feet by McGregor at the beginning, it didn't seem to mean much, as in just 15 seconds of the very first round, Nurmagomedov had successfully taken down the former 2-weight world champion. It seemed that Conor could not deal with the level of wrestling which Khabib held. The Irishman would already begin to suffer severe ground and pound in just the first round, and would then be brutally knocked down by an impeccable setup from Khabib just 20 seconds into the second round. This would be followed by even more severe ground and pound, and even a Kimura attempt, which was stopped by an illegal knee from the Notorious. After a devastating beating, Conor McGregor would wave the white flag and submit to Khabib at 3 minutes and 3 seconds of the 4th round due to a neck crank. After the fight, a brawl broke out between Khabib and Conor's cornermen, particularly his jiu-jitsu coach Dylan Dennis. Nurmagomedov would jump over the cage to attack Dennis, and from there it was chaos. The Eagle's cornermen would also jump into the octagon and begin to attack McGregor. After all of this, Khabib was fined $500,000 and suspended for 9 months. In 2019, he would return to the octagon opposite Dustin Poirier, who believed he was as confident and as prepared as can be going into the fight. Unfortunately, for most of the fight, it also seemed like he could not stop the Dagestani's force. But, in the 3rd round, after a takedown attempt, Dustin would catch Khabib in a guillotine. It got tighter and tighter, and Khabib's cornermen and fans got more fearful and more fearful. In an astonishing series of events, the Dagestani escaped the choke, and would end up submitting the Diamond via rear naked choke. Then in 2020, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov was booked to fight Justin the Highlight Gaethje, holding a professional record of 22 wins and 2 losses, also being the interim champion at the time. But, in an unfortunate series of events, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov would pass away due to COVID-19 complications in the build-up. Nonetheless, Nurmagomedov still needed to fight Gaethje. Gaethje would enter the octagon violently, throwing damaging strikes and brutal leg kicks on multiple occasions. Though, the Eagle would utilize his dominant wrestling to submit Justin via triangle choke in the second round. In the post-fight interview, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov would announce that he was hanging up the gloves and retiring, marking the end of an era. Khabib was more than just a fighter, he was a symbol of resilience, embodying the indomitable spirit of his people. His ascent marked the beginning of a new era, the era of Dagestani dominance in the UFC. With an impeccable record of 29 wins and 0 losses, Khabib's reign as the UFC lightweight champion remains unparalleled. His unmatched grappling prowess, combined with an unwavering determination, left opponents grappling for answers, often futilely. Beyond his in-ring achievements, Khabib's humility and respect garnered admiration worldwide, transcending the confines of sports. He became a role model for aspiring athletes and a source of inspiration for millions. In 2020, Khabib Nurmagomedov bid farewell to the octagon, leaving behind a legacy etched in the annals of UFC history. But his departure signaled the dawn of a new chapter, one where the torch of Dagestani dominance continues to burn bright. Khabib's influence extended beyond his own career, paving the way for a new generation of Dagestani fighters to rise and make their mark on the sport. Names like Islam Makhachev, the current lightweight champion, Magomed Ankalaev, Umar Nurmagomedov and Zabit Magomedsharipov are now synonymous with excellence and continue to carry forward the legacy Khabib established. As the UFC landscape evolves, the impact of Khabib's dominance remains palpable. His legacy serves as a testament to the power of perseverance, discipline, and unwavering determination. In a sport where legends are made and records are broken, Khabib Nurmagomedov's name will forever be etched in the halls of greatness, reminding us of the remarkable journey of a man who transcended boundaries and inspired millions around the globe. Thank you for joining us on this journey exploring the career of Khabib Nurmagomedov. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on MMA and combat sports. Until next time, fight fans.